Alright, so we're going to go over what has sold over the last week, and then I'm going to show you a new pallet that I picked up, a Fisher Price pallet that I could have lived without, but I own it now, so it is what it is. So we're going to start off with this pair of Vionic sandals, $40 plus 10 shipping. And these, as you can see, I paid $17.
050
It was online it was an online lead from the Bread and Butter Cook group. It was one of the first few leads that I actually did, and I got 4 different pairs of Vionic sandals that I listed back in January. And so far, I only got 1 pair left, which I expect won't last too much longer, as it does start to get warm again. I was kind of surprised to sell these 2 now. I mean, one of them did go to California, but the other one went to New York, so it was kind of surprising to see. So this was a pair of men's 10.5 sandals. Next is this Ponce Inlet Florida Fire Rescue, $3.99 on that. This Delhi Township Fire, $6.99. Sold one of the paint sprayers, Wagner Flexio 2500. This was one of the ones that was mint. It was just a little dusty. Sold that for $30 plus 15 ship. This just blank kind of generic emergency medical technician for $4.99. There's the other pair of sandals. Again, a men's 10.5, but it was a different color. I made my life difficult and got four pairs, and they were all different. And because it was one of my first leads, I didn't buy a ton. Just bought a couple, to kind of see if they would ever end up selling. But I do kind of might be going more into buying, going more into it when like good leads come up, buying multiple quantities instead of just like one, step it up a little. Next was this little Lego Star Wars digital alarm clock. Sold it for not even 17. I sold this out of an offer. I originally received a message from the guy asking if I'd take $10 for it, which, as you can see, I got it from Goodwill for $7, and then plus shipping on this was, going to be the $10 wouldn't cover shipping and fees, let alone shipping fees, cost of goods. So I did set a 10% offer. It was like 15 something, and he took it, and it ended up being the same guy. But I will say, I'm pretty sure I ended up losing money on this. Not much, like $1 or $2, because obviously it's $7 cost of goods. Then shipping on this, I think, was like another $6 or $7, because I think this was just about £1. And then fees, it was not a good one. Next is this Braun No Touch thermometer, $15.99. It was pretty much new open box, part of the Walmart return pallet. Next was a set of 18 Perel hand sanitizers. These little 1 ounce travel size ones. $19 free ship, and that came from the Target deodorant palette. And then next, these are all weekend sales. So starting off with this on Friday, this Cleveland, Ohio Firefighters Memorial Ride patch, $5.99. This Wind Ambulance EMT patch. This actually was an auction. As you can see, started at $7.99, ended up at $12.50. I completely forgot about this until I saw the notification that it sold. I completely forgot about this auction. These next 2 sold together. This Lexington, Kentucky Fire at $5.99, and then this Perrier Regional Airport Fire Rescue at $4.99. Next was I sold 2 of these FutureWise slug creams. Sold 2 of them to the same buyer. And then next was this Wagner Flexio 3500 paint sprayer for $65 plus 20 ship. And it was interesting too because I got in a question earlier in the day asking if they could use it with 220 volts. No, it is not. No, it's just your standard, standard plug. Your standard house plug, not a 220. I don't know why you'd need a 220 for any paint sprayer of any kind. That seems really overkill, but so I just responded back of no, and it's sold. So there we go. That ends that questioning. Although I do have two other ones to list that I have to unbury from the stack of paint sprayers, and all this Fisher price that you'll see. Next was this radio dispatcher patch. Sold two of them at $4.99, and it was very interesting because I sent the offer out, and then within like 2 minutes, I seen the sold notification. But they ended up paying full price. I don't know if that's who I was sending the offer to or what the deal was with that. But and then the last thing was this, have a heart small live animal trap. Sold that for $30 free ship. And I do have two more as well. I'm going to drop the other one tomorrow, and then when the other one sells, I'll list the third one. So that is it for sales on the main account. It was not that kind of a slow week, that's for sure. And even better was I got a return request. I don't know if I mentioned it last week. I think it was right at the end of last week when it came through. Let's see. Do I have okay, I do have the details pulled up. So I sold this, and of course, like on the 30th day, they open up a return request. And this is what it was. They put doesn't fit, which is not even the right thing. And then it says the spec doesn't fit for 1/4 of the application. Will return 8 packs. I don't know what the hell that means. Because they've all should be fine. I don't and you returning it on like I said, the very last day. As you can see, February 17th delivered. Return started March 16th. Are you freaking kidding me? Bunch of bull. And of course, they did end up actually shipping it back. And it actually was. It's actually at the post office at the moment. It was supposed to be delivered Saturday, but I usually don't ship out on Saturday. So the mail lady who it was the normal mail carrier as well. She didn't stop. Doesn't stop at the house on Saturdays because they don't ship out on Saturday. So, but when she came and delivered the mail, she gave me the slip of, that they would need to be redelivered, or I can go pick it up at the post office. And put the receptacle full / item oversized. But it also in the about the misdelivery section, it says it was for a package, but she has a 4 in the package. So I don't know if that just means it was 4 as in FOR, for a package, or if there's. I'm assuming that's what she means, even though you just put like a check mark or whatever in the package section. You don't need to tell me that it was 4. So it was available for pickup today, but I did go on there and schedule a redelivery for tomorrow. So hopefully it'll get redelivered tomorrow, and I don't actually have to go to the post office, which I don't want to do. But it wouldn't be a big deal because we're supposed to be doing a scrap run Wednesday. So, and the post office is next door to the scrapyard, so it wouldn't be a big deal to go to the post office, whereas normally it is a big deal. So we'll go over to the other account real quick. Sold a few things. Starting with this Craven County, North Carolina Sheriff's, $6.99. And then this sold last night, and then these last 3 were, all 3 of these have sold today, which was very interesting. Sold 1 thing all week, and then I sell 3 things today. So we got this Honolulu Police at $5.99, Baltimore Police at $5.99, and then this Warrington, West Virginia Police at $4.99. And I found this very interesting. This is going to Hawaii. This was going to California. And then I don't remember where Baltimore was going. It's not that important. It's going to Minnesota. So I found that very interesting that this was going to Hawaii of all things instead of the Honolulu one. So that's it for the sales. Like I said, very slow week. But I also pretty sure I was not super consistent with listing last week, but this week I will be. Like I said, I have that new Fisher Price. So there's stuff to list from that, and there's some more things I can drop from the Home Depot pallet. List another paint sprayer or two. But I kind of go over more in the video of the Fisher Price and why it was not a great pallet. So I'll show you that footage, and then we'll see you next week. Alright, got a Fisher Price pallet. Was the latest haul here, and I regret grabbing it, that's for sure. So pretty much it was, got up 7 a.m., then we were out the door and got there by like 8. It snowed, so there was, clearing out the driveway, clearing off the cars. I gotta drive slow. I mean, the roads were pretty clear. But, this was the first pallet I seen, and I just grabbed it. I didn't even look. And this time, these came with manifests, that tell you what's on it, how much of them, and, what the MSRP is. So, I got 127 units, $2,650. Was the retail for $870. But, it's not great. I got Fisher Price before. I did not want Fisher Price. I wanted more of the Mattel stuff, but those were also way more expensive. The Mattels we're talking $2,500. So those Mattel pallets were we're talking like $8,000-9,000 of retail. And you're paying 2 to 3. I wanted one of those. Is more what I wanted. But because I had the FOMO of, I know last time when they did Fisher Price, they were all gone, and the pallets were gone in 45 seconds. Whereas this time, there was pallets still left at the end of the day. Granted, they were pretty much mostly the higher value, the higher dollar ones, but there was pallets left. I had other options. So, because I had that mentality from the first time, pick a road that no one's gone down yet, pull the first tag you see. So, and that got me this. Oh, I haven't even showed you all around. There's that. This stack. Come in here. There's another box. There's some more crap on my bed. And there's more stuff downstairs, too. All the low-value $5 toys are downstairs. We're hoping, because Easter's next week, we're hoping any last-minute Easter basket people will buy them, is what the hope is. I mean, we've done that so far with a couple family members. Where they no small children, and they've picked up a couple things for Easter. So I've made $10 so far. Maybe a little more. It'll probably end up being more, and they'll pick up more stuff. But this is what I got stuck with. But luckily, I did get 2 of these bouncing beats. I remember from last time. Those were okay. These I think will be okay. There's only one other listing that's this exact thing, and it's an Australian seller, and it's like $40. I'm thinking I probably undercut it like 30, which I think is more than what retail is on these things. I could probably come in at 30 and sell them. I only got 3, so we'll see. I wish these seats were worth money, because retail is $45 on them. But A, they're massive, so that's a problem. And B, the sell-through rate on them is horrible, and you're not getting anywhere near that $45. Like I said, shipping on them is gonna be killer. It'll probably be $20 because it's a pretty big box. It's not super heavy, but it's big. It's maybe like a 3-4 pound box, but it's big, and it doesn't help either. These are all box damaged too, so they're all out of whack. So that's not helpful. Like these things, these are worth $11. You saw it on the manifest. But luckily, these stack nicely, so I can take them all out of the box. Just have a nice stack of them. Whereas these, don't stack nicely. I'm sure you saw right there. I have to carve out a space somewhere to put these things, because those are probably going to be at least till yard sale. And even then, they're still going to exist, I'm pretty sure, because there's, what was it, 12 of those, and then there's 2 other baby bath things. But there's 12 of those. I mean, there's some other nicer stuff like this nice Thomas one. There's some nice toys. This Animal Farm thing. I think that's what this was too. Oh no. Oh yeah, Animal Farm. It's a little dark, but I guess it doesn't help I have all these paint sprayers still. That's part of the problem. Okay, the seats are what most of this stack is. Where was the other thing? Oh, that 4-in-1 robot. I remember I sold that last time. That will be decent. These Linkimals take a while to sell, but those will sell. And these are different ones. These are sloths. The other ones I had were pigs. Those did pretty good. And then 2, what was it, owls? I already forgot what it was. It's quite a long time since I had Fisher Price. But actually, I still have Fisher Price from the first one. You can't. That right there is dinosaurs from the first Fisher Price. So that's all I have left of Fisher Price. But I do still have some Fisher Price because it's the Imagine Next stuff, which is junk. Trying to think, do I have any? I don't think I have. No, I don't have any right here. No, because it's all part of the lower value stuff, which is downstairs. There's also these nice Princess Castles. These are decent. Not really eBayable, but local those will do okay. There's I think 6 of them. There's 6 or 8 because I know there's another box downstairs. Where is it? Yeah, 6 of them. So those would do decent, but anyways, I gotta figure out where I'm putting all this crap.